record. We'll just have a conversation.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
so it's fine.
Yeah, we were actually, there's someone who saw our shoes online and asked if we'd be interested in stocking a shop in Germany
Okay.
next year for summer. And I was like, yeah, of course, definitely. And then they sent us like a price range for the kind of the products that the other products that they have in the shop, because you know you can't obviously price yourself too low, then it won't match with the rest of the goods that are in the shop. And there's like 200-300 euros, and I was just like, oh my god, I wouldn't even know like sandals. That feels so bad charging like 150, but then that's
the price range.
that is the price range.
Okay.
So I think here in Zimbabwe, it's because what we do is also kind of like very unique.
Yes.
I don't know anybody else that hand makes shoes here. Well, the thing is, that hand makes like with the materials that we have. I know for a fact nobody actually does leather soles.
Okay.
Everybody can make the uppers.
Yes.
Out of like the general leather, and then they just stick on like a rubber sole. Like a lot of people do that, but yeah, the actual process that we use it's like, yeah, it's a bit more intricate.
Okay. So why did you venture into shoes?
I think it's because it interested me. Number one, I like accessories. I always think that, you know, clothes are clothes, and a lot of people kind of almost like shoes as well. A lot of people are very prepared to pay $5 for like a pretty dress, but then they want more durable, more long-lasting shoes. And what we have here in Zimbabwe is not always that. A lot of the stuff that we have here is either imported from China or wherever. You'll find one or two people import, I think only one, shoes that are kind of worth buying.
Yes.
So I felt like it was an area of fashion here in Zimbabwe that wasn't being exploited at all.
Okay.
I don't actually know any shoe designers
Okay.
here besides myself. I know like a couple of shoemakers like that will like guys that are like, you know, in Masasa that will just knock together a pair of shoes, that kind of thing. But then like actual shoe designers where you do your own patterns and so on. Like because for them they just use, you know, you just get the catalog patterns and they just use those ones to make like men's shoes and stuff. But yeah, just developing the entire thing from scratch, like where you design the shoe and then you make the pattern yourself and all of that kind of thing. I don't know anybody else who does it here.
Okay. And the name Shoko. I'm fascinated.
Okay, I am from Mashingo.
Okay.
Yes, so my totem is Shoko Mkanya.
Ah.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I included it in my brand. Well, I called my brand that because, well, besides the fact that I'm very proud to be a Shoko, I also wanted it to be part of my brand identity.
Okay.
It represents who I am, how I think, my tribe, where I come from. And I think as a Zimbabwean, it's nice to kind of recognize where you're from and to include that narrative in whatever you're trying to sell, because it basically sells your country as well.
Okay.
So we are trying to send a positive message out into the world, because everybody that sees it, like Shoko, will probably wonder where it comes from, and then they will read about our brand and where we come from. And it's just a different and more positive message as well about Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's been the response for the people you've tried out with the
shoes?
With the shoes.
I think, well, it's been very, very positive. Everybody loves them. But as you said, like price point for some people is an issue. But you know, after you kind of make them understand the process of number one, the process that we go through to make each pair of shoes, and also the materials that we use, like that we do our sourcing carefully to make sure that everything that we're using is high quality, then they understand. It makes it extremely different to a pair of shoes that's come from China, where it was just like in a factory where they just made it however. So when you get it, it's kind of like the heel might break or whatever, that kind of thing. So for us as well, we have like, you know, we guarantee our products, and if you ever have an issue, you can come back and we'll fix it or replace it. So that is all kind of part of what we do, and that's the beauty of kind of getting your shoes custom made. And the other thing as well, if you have issues like your foot is really small or really wide or really narrow, it's not an issue for us. We make shoes that fit you perfectly.
Okay. Okay, since we're talking about the market, so right now I've gotten to know about Shoko. Although at the fashion week, I remember it should have been Rutendo.
Yes,
She
yes.
was wearing a
Yes,
pair of
yes,
Shoko shoes.
yes.
Right now, who do you want to know about Shoko?
I think
On the local basis.
I think we want Shoko to be known by everybody.
Okay.
I think we're kind of an aspirational brand. We would like Zimbabweans to start valuing the things that they wear and recognizing where where their things come from. So our target is not just Bardale or whatever. We want everybody to kind of start wearing more local products, consuming more local design, actually also valuing the things that they wear. Because if you do the maths, you buy a pair of shoes from China, one every single month. But $10, $10, $10, $10. The end of the year, you spent $120 replacing your shoes because they just don't last. But with that $120, you can buy one pair of shoes from here, and they will last you for 2 years. So that is the difference. So trying to educate people on the value of actually investing in what they buy is something that we would like to do. So it's not just for people that have $120. If you want to save $120, spend a little bit more and you actually save. Okay. That's the mentality that we're trying to sell, which a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. We're looking forward. So right now, where are your retailers? Are you currently here or?
Yes.
So that's where everybody has to come.
Yes, like for now, this is like where everyone has to come if you want any of our products. But then we are going to sign up with Z Label. One of the girls that was here, she has an online store. So if
I know the online store.
if you want to buy any Shoko product, you can order it online.
Okay.
And also somebody else who was here has a shop, and they would like to stock the shoes. So we are kind of, because we are just starting, this is like our little coming out party. We are looking for people that would like to stock our shoes. But because also we make bespoke shoes, it might be a little bit difficult. We can make some like ready-made, but it's always nice to be able to say, okay, I would prefer it in green or in blue or purple. That kind of thing, and just change it, and also just to make it to fit your foot. Okay. Yeah, it makes a difference.
I being a part of the, I understand the entertainment and magazine and fashion world. I would want to know, do you have, you know how it is internationally, they tend to have brand ambassadors. Do you intend to have people like local celebrities and high-profile figures to wear your brand so that they market it for you?
I think internationally it works a lot better because there is a huge celebrity culture. Okay. In Zimbabwe, we don't really have a serious celebrity culture, so it's not as beneficial. So I might kind of try to dress someone who's very prominent, but then people will kind of be like, okay. But then, like, you know, it's not treated the same. We don't have the magazines to carry it forward. Because if we had like a film industry and we had like a prominent actress or whatever, I would dress her definitely, because I know her picture would be taken, she'd be in the magazine, then they would write her shoes were by Shoko, which gives me longevity as a brand, and that carries on to people reading it. And you know, things like magazines, etc., they're passed on, and people continue to always look at people like that, and they kind of aspire to be like people like that. So that's why it works so well internationally, because they have supporting industries. But here, I think you just kind of need to look for your clients one at a time to make it work. Some people try getting brand ambassadors, but then I haven't really seen it work very well. Yeah.
Have you maybe thought of maybe trying outside? I understand. Same Fashion Week, you brought Nyemba, so maybe like someone who's from outside industries like South Africa, where they do have celebrity cultures, or someone from Nigeria.
Yeah, no, definitely that's something to think about. I think if we did something with someone in South Africa, it would work better. Zimbabweans also, unfortunately, like things better when they come from outside.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, it's definitely something that we are going to look at whilst we are planning our marketing plan. But yeah, we're definitely interested in something like that.
Okay, we definitely want to see the brand grow because I've already spotted a few sandals that I'd love to purchase. Hopefully, in time I will be able to afford because wow.
Well, you know, we have
Custom
payment
made.
plans.
No, but well done.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for thinking out of the box. We always like people who think out of the box. So thank you. It was high time we had shoes. Like I've always been thinking people do clothes, but no one has thought of shoes and other accessories. Obviously,
Yes,
accessories we have seen some come up, so
Exactly.
which is pretty cool. So thank you.
You're very
We
welcome.
hope everyone else will follow.
Yes. Well, not too many shoes.
All right.
We're okay by ourselves. But yeah, no, it's exciting and it's fun. There's nothing better than starting with just a piece of leather and have a pair of shoes at the end.
True.